Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Looking to throw on second down. Cash. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 7 catches, 81 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Ready, set. It's been a long day for you. Double time. Hey, down.
McCaffrey on the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Cash. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Agba able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard. Winston, and incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jameis to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to
offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw. Cash into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Winston. He finds Howard, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
6 man.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cash got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. On first down, Cash over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. McCaffrey. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back to throw. Cash. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looking to throw. Cash. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Gay's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before break. Cash is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Crusaders who are out in front. The Crusaders trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we stay in the AFC East. We head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Taywan Taylor. A touchdown reception. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. His guys have the lead.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On third down, Winston. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Cash. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, Cash. Over the middle, it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 31, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Winston. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. This is Scarlett on the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. To throw on second down. Cash. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Scarlett. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now Holyfield. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So now Winston and the Bucs down 24-17. A minute 11 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Winston. He's got Evans. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that'll make it 3rd down. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,